So in today's video, we are going to spawn 100 kingdoms and we're going to see where they're at in 1,000 years. So I'm kind of thinking, let's stick with just like the OG 4 races. We'll try and get like 25 of each. Okay, that doesn't look like 25, maybe like a few more. Then we'll throw some elves on there, and then we'll throw some orcs. Hopefully they don't just kill everyone around them. Okay, we're at 52. I totally thought we spawned way more than that. We still have the dwarves. We'll spawn them in here. I guess no one's on this island over here. Will the elves just not even spawn in the snow? Or, oh no, they're like, oh, they're killing the dwarves down here. Okay, yeah, we're already off to a bad start. And a lot of like kingdoms are getting destroyed. I don't know what that's all about. Okay, I'm hoping these elves, once they're done massacring the dwarves, they will build a new colony or something. They've established themselves. They might split into 2 different kingdoms. We'll see. I love that there's just a little island with all the dwarves just sleeping on it. Okay, we're at 104, but I'm sure there's going to be a few kingdoms that are going to die off like almost immediately. As far as world laws go, we're doing a few kind of interesting things. First off, we're gonna completely turn off rebellions just because I want to see like the kingdoms kind of diminish and conquer each other over the course of 1,000 years and just get to see like who's left. We do have magic turned on. Angry villagers is turned on. And then I think everything's pretty normal other than we have all the disasters turn on. And then lastly, to just try and shake things up a little bit more, I have all the ages randomized. We have 2 times, so they will go through the ages fairly quickly, but it's going to be completely random. I just feel like I don't usually use a lot of the ages, so I want to kind of try something new and see how this goes. Spears of Dumb is one of the kingdom names. Let's give them a star. We're gonna have to choose just a few kingdoms we really like to kind of follow at first, and then as like kingdoms start to get eliminated, things will get easier to kind of follow. There's an elven kingdom just called Neen. Okay, that's pretty funny. Let's follow them. I'm also kind of curious how things are gonna go on this little island here because you got elves, humans, and orcs kind of fighting for this area. Oh, who's this little kingdom up here? This is a very unfortunate spot. All right, we're at year 10. World population is up to 1,100, and we have 117 kingdoms. So they're actually growing in size somehow. Top kingdom is Nolga at 34, then Iflavor, then Ordax's, Aiad, and Ono. Let's give Nolga a star. They're, I think, one of the first kingdoms to actually start expanding. So they started up here in kind of the northern region, and they're starting to move like southwest. Are they going to be able to get through this little mountain pass? So that's kind of cool. They do have like a good amount of space to themselves if they expand more south, and they obviously have the rest of the continent up in the north. Spears of Dumb has really done nothing. Yeah, I mean, these guys might actually be dumb. What is it, like year 15 now, and they have not built like a single tent or anything? This guy like attempted to build a campfire and failed somehow. And then up here in the north, Neen is starting to kind of clash with Yowaib, the human kingdom. And I guess this eastern island ended up kind of being the dwarves island here. Yeah, I feel like this island's actually kind of OP, and they have like really good resources too. Okay, year 25, world population is just short of 2,000, and we've had 1,000 deaths so far, which is kind of surprising. Well, maybe not that surprising. Kingdom count is up to 122. It just keeps going up, but I think that this is kind of the final resting place. I haven't really seen it go up in a little bit, and I think there's just less and less like wonders as time goes on. Arira is gonna be the first kingdom to declare war. Okay, going to war with Aiad. Okay, and surprisingly, Aiad is winning in this war. I guess maybe they had a little bit more army or something. Yeah, they're kind of pooping on them. Yeah, Arira's down to 4, and they're down. Okay, interesting. Well, that definitely means wars are going to start popping up all over the place. Seems to be how things go. All right, here we go. Kingdoms are starting to drop down to 114. Got a couple alliances that just got formed, or at least one. That is Bones of Darkness. Oh no, I know where that is. Yeah, over here. They're right across the water from Neen. Is Aiad gonna join up with that? They did. Bones of Darkness. Okay, year 50. We've got 108 kingdoms at the moment, and there's been a lot of wars breaking out. Iflavor went to war with Spears of Gul Sadur. Gul Sadur. I think they're gonna take that over, so they're gonna end up being a pretty big contender, I think. Spears of Dumb, still alive, but at 3 population. I don't know why we're watching them, of all people. Neen's at 50. And then Nolga's also expanded out to, like, the west. A lot of kingdoms on this left continent are kind of struggling, though. I'm curious if they're going to be able to pull through or if a lot of them are going to die off. Like, these 2 kingdoms only have 2 population. This one, Owlscand is doing well at 80, but like all of the ones surrounding them are all kind of dog water. There's like not even a kingdom down here, but I think they're definitely used to be. Yeah. Oh, I think I found the culprit. It's those little pumpkin guys. Okay, down here in like the Antarctica of this world, you got a few dwarven kingdoms that I think are getting in the same alliance, I imagine. But they got a big orc kingdom right here, Zeg of Death, Padat over here, and then the elves kind of occupy the east of this continent. Okay, year 70. I think I'm actually going to speed up the ages a little bit. I'm getting sick of the Age of Wonders. Okay, a lot's happened in the last few years. We're down to 97, so we've got a few like really big alliances. Bones of Darkness still exists. They're at like 1700 population. Alliance of Keepers is a relatively new one at like 850. And I'm not really sure who the third one is. Third one is called Arpact, and it's kind of a tiny one. Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous how many kingdoms are in some of these big ones. Bones has 18 kingdoms in it. One of the wars is like one of those huge alliances all going to war with the Boar Kingdom for whatever reason. Oh, that's what it is. They're trying to boot him off this island here. Okay, where's this last guy? Oh, I think it's this kid right here. And I'm not really sure what he's doing. Okay, I guess he's just running for his life. Maybe that is smart. I mean, he could single-handedly keep Boar Kingdom alive if he just like keeps running around. Oh, did they find him? Oh no, they found him. Crap. Good lordy, why are there so many monkeys on these islands? There's no way there's enough food on here. I'm like almost tempted to give them sentience just to like see what happens. How many are there? 205. Let's do it. I don't think they're gonna survive, especially being confined to these islands, but whatever. Oh yeah, here we go. First Monkey Kingdom. Yeah, look how many, that's just one of the islands. 131. That's insane. We got Lartark at war with someone like way across the world. What are we doing? Who even is this? Net Taz of Blood? Oh, dang, and that's a new alliance, Crab Shield. Okay, well, they're definitely dead. Just coming up on year 100, we're in the Age of Chaos, and there are 80 kingdoms left. So we lost like 20 since we last checked, or since like whatever that was, 25 years ago. Yeah, things are getting a little bit crazy. I'm curious to see who the top contenders are. Oh, Zeg of Death. I think they have to be in the south. We have to look down there. Then we got E-Flavor 275, Depep, which is 273, Axes of Ketoaz, and Ememel at 200. Okay, yeah, they are here in the south. They have to have other colonies though. There's no way that this houses like almost 300 population. What the heck? It is just the one town? Oh, they are absolutely jam-packed in here. That's why. Look at this. Okay, they gotta have like the just optimal culture for like house building. Okay, dense dwellings. Okay, well that doesn't make any sense. They have dense dwellings, but they also have spread out buildings. I don't know how that makes sense. They do have the doctor staff though. That's cool. And I think they're gonna be a very much war-based kingdom. I'm surprised that they have not declared war on anyone yet. We got 4 wars going on, a few like small ones. Oh, the monkeys, that's funny. Wonder worth the humans, and they're actually winning. Ykral, we don't know any of these kingdoms. And then this one is all these kingdoms versus Beliovia, and somehow they kind of seem like they're winning. They've at least killed 3 different kingdoms off. Okay, that's down here. They definitely already lost one of their towns, and they're at war with someone that's like way over here. I'm kind of rooting for Beliovia. I mean, they've already killed 3 kingdoms somehow. What's one more? Okay, year 20, there's 70 kingdoms left. Fortunately, I think the entire world just went to war with Zeg. Oh, and the monkeys actually joined in an alliance. Wise friends, so they're teamed up with the humans over here. We still got Alliance of Keepers as a huge alliance, so not quite as big as Bones. And then our pact is one that exists, but we don't really care about them. Wise Friends is kind of sick though. They're like a diverse, what you want to call it, alliance. They kind of got everyone. They got orcs, they got dwarves, monkeys, elves, and humans in here. Oh, the Depep war is still going on, but more people have joined in on it. In other news though, surprisingly Spears of Dumb had a comeback. They eventually got their act together with up to 40 population. We never gave up on them, right guys? Year 140 and it all just happened. Bones of Darkness went to war with Alliance of Keepers. I feel like we all saw that coming. And I guess it makes sense why Doc Zeg has not been to war with any of these other kingdoms on their continent. It's because they're part of that big alliance. I think I didn't realize that. In other news though, Wise Friends has actually become a pretty good alliance and they're really spread out. So I'm definitely happy to see that. Meanwhile, our pact, I'm surprised honestly still exists. They have 9 population now. Year 160, Wise Friends actually joined in that war against Alliance of Keepers, but then Bones of Darkness dropped out. And I really hope that Wise Friends can like pull this off. I'm also hoping that maybe this will be an opportunity for the monkeys to get out of their spot. I think the odds are not like super good, also given the fact that they only have 6 army, but it would be cool if they could like get out there and take something, establish themselves on the mainland a little bit. I don't know what they're doing. Why did they just drop off their army on this little island? Yeah, they're not gonna gain any more land, are they? Okay, never mind. Bones of Darkness is back to war with Alliance of Keepers. Okay, yeah, that's so weird. They were literally just trolling them, making them think they had a chance. Okay, year 190, world population is up to 7,500, and we have 41 kingdoms left. Unfortunately, this new alliance, Conclave of Steel, just went to war with Wise Friends. But you know what? It's gonna be fine. The Alliance of Keepers was also dissolved, so now everyone's just at war with Padet. I really want Bones of Darkness to break up. I want them to break up even more than I want my crush to break up with her boyfriend. It's interesting, we're in year 200 by the way. The entire like UK kind of continent has been completely cleared off. I think just because it's the Age of Sun and like there's a bunch of fire creatures that pretty much just burn down the entire island. Man, yeah, Wise Friends are definitely losing this fight on the main continent. Conclave has so many different cities, and all these little cities that of Wise Friends are just kind of isolated now. So things are not looking really good, but I'm hoping at least the monkeys survive. I think they will, because I don't think Conclave is gonna make their way all the way over here. Year 250, we are down to 34 kingdoms, so it's kind of really like started to slow down. Wise Friends have almost been kicked off the main continent. I'm surprised with how long it's taking though, honestly. Somehow the Conclave has 160 in here, and yet this is like taking forever. So currently, biggest kingdom is Spears of Han-Or. That's up in the north of the main continent. Then Bol Al. Dang, the dwarves are actually really crushing it this game. I'm happy to see it because I feel like they literally never do well. Bol Al, I'll have to see where that is. I think that's probably on the main continent as well. Anno is still around. We'll have to take a look at that. Then we got Owlscand and Thayer Obatil. So Anno is here. Then we got Spears of Han is kind of in the middle. Bol Al is up here in the north. Then where's that other big one? Owlscand. They're over here in the like North America-ish continent. Year 270 and Bones of Darkness just went to war with Conclave. And to be honest, I'm not sure how I feel about that. I am happy that Wise Friends is surviving, but it literally is just like an evil being conquered by a worse evil. I don't feel like anyone really wins. They are making a big push for this southern like continent down here. Actually, a really big push. I guess I turned off army sizes. Okay, well, that's like a lot less impressive than I thought it would be, and we're down to 30 kingdoms now. 133 have died. Oscand is the biggest empire right now. Then we got Spears of Han-Or, Anno still, Laltark. I don't think they were in top 5 before. And Memel, I feel like they were top 5. Actually, a few of these were top 5 before. All right, after literally 100 years, this war, I think, is finally coming to a close. It's like actually insane how long this has lasted. Conclave of Steel was like just at 1300 for like literally 75 years. Bones of Darkness just was not committing army to the war or something, so they just didn't, I don't know. They just were not taking anything over. They finally sent in like a sizable amount of army to actually be able to take some stuff over, but this is Spears of Han. I think there's only a couple. Let's see who's left. It's Spears of Han and whoever this is, and Oh, and Scatter. Oh, yeah, they're like one of the biggest empires. At least they were. Yeah, I mean, they still have like 500. They have a good amount of army. Oh yeah, a ton of army. Chukchi, they must have gotten another. Oh yeah, they have 3 cities now, so they had to have moved somewhere. I'm curious where they moved to. They moved all the way up here. Once again, to like a super tiny island. I don't know why they always do this. There's literally a huge landmass right here. What is this they have like a abundance of? Is that just fish or something? Oh lordy. Yeah, they definitely took this from someone else. They have like, they're like totally loaded up on a bajillion weapons. They have tons of armor. They got everything. And they're only like 5 population. I hope that they're gonna be able to survive. It would be really a huge bummer if they lost all this stuff. But it just seems like there's not really good resources on this island here. Okay, this is it. Arnscatter is the last kingdom in Conclave, I think. Year 375 and... Oh, no way. Okay, well, first off, the Conclave is out, but we saw that coming. Bones of Darkness just dissolved. All right, this is where the fun begins. So let's see who the top contenders are. I think it's, well, I guess it's like the same, except Aead rose up. So we got an elf in the top 5. Okay, sweet. So we've got 25 kingdoms left, and Wise Friends is still around. They're the only alliance right now. Okay, we already got a war. Arkgund versus Daiwo. Yeah, cool. This is definitely what I want to see. We got Aead, just go war on Padat. Okay, Padat is this one orc civ down here. Okay, then this is that Gunirn kingdom. They're going to war with Axes of Katoaz. Probably will be able to take it over. Though I kind of wonder, it does seem like there's like a weird kind of choke point with this river here. I think that's actually why they couldn't conquer Conclave for so long, is they had to go all the way around. They really should add bridges to this game, but I'm gonna add some like custom one in here.
All right, now go kill them.
Almost year 400. Padat just got out, but we didn't care about them. Guys, I was gonna do something. What was I? Oh, I was gonna check the alliances. Yeah, we got Fancy Flames. That is between Yerkral, which is a really big kingdom, Nyhanner, which is kind of doo-doo, and Arkgund. Okay, this alliance is pretty good. I'm also happy to see how big Wise Friends has gotten. Oh, and they have been around a long time too, 287 years. Yeah, Fancy Flames is like mostly the Western continents, a little bit on this like southern island. Once again, I still am so confused why nobody is like landing on this perfectly good continent here. There's no reason not to, honestly. Year 450, world population is up to 9,000. We've got 22 kingdoms. Biggest kingdom is still Oskand, followed by Anno. So the elves are moving up in the world. Gunyrn, which is up here before, Ragnathunder, or Raganthuder, and then Yakral. I think Yakral just went to war with someone. Yeah, they went to war with Oskand. I have to say the monkeys are doing pretty good. I think they've... Never mind. I was just going to say, I think they've been staying out of the wars, but they are... Oh, they're currently at war with that new alliance, Fancy Flames. I didn't know that. Oh, Aead is getting conquered by... Is that Yakral? I think they only have like 1 soldier in here, or a couple soldiers. So keep in mind, I did turn off Angry Villagers. I do usually like to have it on, but I think this map just makes all the kingdoms so inaccessible to where they literally can't conquer each other if with Angry Villagers on, because they don't send big enough armies and then they just get killed. So I think in this case it might actually be better to leave it off. Aead's just down to 1 little town left. I think they're kind of getting pooped on. Okay, I think that's it, right? Oh, look out, Ragnathuder going to war with Yakral. Everyone is ganging up on Yakral. What the heck? Yeah, literally it's just like the whole world, or all the big kingdoms are all ganging up on Yakral. I don't know what they did wrong, but I hate saying these people's name. Raganthuder. But if they could take over Yakral, they would like control this entire continent. I think that would be kind of the first time that's actually happened. I kind of have come to really love Doc Zeg because they should not be alive. Like, they have been at war with the entire world for literally hundreds of years, even going to war with that huge alliance at some point, and somehow they're still just kind of chilling. And it happened. Raganthuder now controls pretty much this entire continent. aside from like a couple small kingdoms. Year 500, pretty much the entire world is all trying to go for this like southwestern continent. Unfortunately for Lartzark. All right, as far as kingdoms go, we're down to 23. Okay, right now in the lead, we got Oskand, followed by Ragenthuder, Anno, Gunniern, and then Axes of Ketoaz. Happy to see some orcs are actually in the top 5, but the two like dwarven kingdoms I feel like are kind of insane. Okay, after a few years, looks like Oskand's gonna be the one to take Lartark. I don't know how they're still alive. It's like this one, it's just this one soldier here, I think. Okay, there we go. That was so weird. They like weren't targeting him for some reason. Oh, interesting. Okay, I didn't realize that. I think Wise Friends just went to war with Oskand, so they might just lose their new continent like immediately. Okay, they just took the monkeys like main island. That's a little bit scary. I feel like no one's really been targeting the monkeys. Dang, okay, yeah, Oskland is just kicking like everyone off their main continent. Yeah, they're even at war with Nolga and Vilinar, but to be fair, Wise Friends does outnumber them. They're up to like 4,100. Oskand's down to like 2,700 about. Boy, is Doxeg actually going on the offense right now? That'd be kind of great. It kind of seems like they're just like sitting here though. Oh, I thought the piranhas didn't attack ships. Okay, well that's definitely new information for me. Year 550, Wise Friends is actually taking back the southern continent. Chekchi, oh, they actually landed on the main continent. So that's cool. I feel like this continent is honestly so OP, and I feel like there's so many, because it's been uninhabited for so long, there's like literally so many different animals here. Wise Friends, I feel like is slowly wearing down Oskand though, because they were what, like 2,600 before? That wasn't even that long ago. They're down to 1,500. Wise Friends have stayed steady around like 4,300. Ragenthuder up to 2,700. So they're a very, very big empire at this point. Then we got Axes of Ketoaz still kind of chilling over here. Ord up here is chilling. Amemel is, you know, I feel like they haven't really done anything this whole game. We're also down to only 14 kingdoms at this point. I think it was really just like Oskand that did all that, because there were 2 different kingdoms up here that got killed. Then you had a few kingdoms like on this little island that all got killed. Year 600, Oskand is really getting sandwiched by Wise Friends. Oh, Axes of Ketoaz at war with Ord. So that's going to be another kingdom that gets eliminated. Yeah, Oskand is losing ground very, very quickly. I don't think they're going to last even the next like 10 years. A huge army just arrived from Ono. This is literally more than their population, I think. So you'd think that this would be easy. It's a little bit confusing because they're like almost the same color. All right, you know what? Let's maybe change their color just so we can actually see this a little bit better. Let's make them green. I think this is kind of Oskand's last stand here. They're not doing bad with the defense. They have like tons of archers, but if they can't hold this spot, I think their kingdom's pretty much done for. This is their last like real army here. Yeah, they might actually fend this off. Very surprisingly. Yeah, I think they're gonna fend it off. They're down to 200 population. I'm not sure what's going on in the north. Well, no one's really attacking in the north right now. At the same time, Axes of Ketoaz went to war with Wise Friends, actually. Honestly, kind of done with them. Is that really Gunniern? They have a 700? That's like literally half their population. Oh my gosh. This army is insane. What the heck? And they're not even the biggest kingdom. I would expect this from like Anno or Ragenthuder, but literally they're like probably number 5. They have 1,500 population. I don't know what's going on. Remember, Axes, you chose this for yourself. Genuinely though, I feel like Axes is like actually just kind of terrible. They've been trying to take Ord for like 100 years, and it's not even that big of a kingdom. Looks like Axe's main city is getting captured, and once this gets taken, the kingdom's just gonna fall apart, I think. Axes of Ketoaz is officially out. That war's over. Oh, Ragenthuder went to war with Ord. They're really just doing that for the love of the game. I mean, there's literally so much land that they could take. Look at all of this over here. It is kind of interesting that we've only seen earthquakes this entire time. I've not seen a single other spell being used. Okay, well, this kingdom only has earthquakes. Makes sense. This one too. And this one just has nothing. But we're currently in year 650, and it happened. The big Wise Friends Alliance just went to war with Ragenthuder. I feel like it could go either way. Ragathooter's definitely gonna take whoever this is down here. Aonera's like southern city down here. Though I guess I am forgetting that Wise Friends does have Gunyern on their side, and they just have, again, like ridiculous amounts of army. Wait, no way. Is this Dogzeg? Oh my gosh, that is hilarious. It is Dogzeg. They went all the way up here and they're actually taking over like Oskand right now. I'm happy that they're like finally getting out of their like little snowy spot after like so long. But yeah, they're kind of doing like really good. Okay, year 800, Raganthuder is down to 172 population, just a few cities left. Then over here in the west, Arkgund did get conquered by Dogzeg, so they're out. Okay, so number one, we got Anno at 3.6, then Aead, Gunyern, obviously, Esau, Badum, Ord, Imemel, Chukchi. I literally feel like I'm going insane saying all these. Then we got Dogzeg, Ragnathuder almost out, and then Aonera is still in here somewhere. I guess Aead has become a pretty big contender. I feel like, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but I didn't think they were quite this big last time we looked at them. Anno is still just an absolute giant. Oh, poop, that war just ended. Is it bad that I really just wanted to see Ragnathuder like get killed? And I think we all saw this coming. Wise Friends is gonna kill Ord. It's just gonna happen. Oh, yep, here's Gunerd. It's like lagging my game, that's how many guys there are. And coming to recapture. Come on, boys. And that's it. Just one little town left. So, I mean, at this point, Wise Friends has just become an absolute giant. I would not be surprised if they go after Dogzeg and Ragnathuder next. Wait. Okay, never mind. I think they're breaking up the alliance, or they're trying to. Crap. Okay. I mean, honestly, I'm happy about that. Wise Friends has been like way too OP for too long. Oh, happy to see Chukchi is taking over more and more of this island. But so far, no wars. I guess we'll just keep fast forwarding until we get one, because we're for sure gonna get one. Okay, yep, called it. Aead and Aonera. So Aonera is actually allied with Gunyern and a few other kingdoms at this point. They formed the Sirius League, which has about the same population as Aead. We already got some army coming down. I don't even know what Aonera is at this point. What are you? They have like no buildings. They have like a couple little houses here in the south, but like, I don't know. I don't even know why they have all this land that they're just not even using. Unless, well, it might have got destroyed by earthquakes. That's actually like 100% what happened. Let's pick a guy to watch. Watch their king. Oh, he's just chilling. He's drinking a cup of coffee right now. Oh, did they just get captured? Yeah, I think they did. That was incredibly quick. The king's like still loyal to Aonera. He's kind of going ham, actually. It's funny how like everybody in this town is completely ignoring him. Even like the military's just kind of chilling. There's a guy reading a book over here. Okay, there we go. Now they noticed. Okay, Aonera's out. So we'll see if that war ended. No, still going. Okay, they're gonna try and go for the rest of the kingdoms as well. Looks like they're heading for Sirius League. You know what? I got faith in Gunyern though. They're so OP. I really don't see them taking them over. I'm excited to see some of these armies try and go against the 700 though. They've just been kind of sitting on that for years, it feels like. Okay, Aead just crossed into Gunyerd's borders. I don't know what's going on. I guess they might have actually added some traits to their religion, because I'm seeing a lot of people juiced up on coffee and a bunch of shields. They're the first ones to actually like do something that isn't earthquake. This is Gunyerd's smaller army. I don't think the big ones arrived yet, so they are kind of pooping on this army, but I think once the big army gets here, assuming they do actually come this way, I feel like they're gonna be able to fend this off. Okay, Aead also has kind of their own little superpower, 530. Okay, yeah, well, that's not good, but will be fun to watch, and that's what we're here for. Yeah, they're really getting pooped on at this point. Wait, okay, I think they're actually heading that direction, presumably. Here we go. Yeah. This is it. Okay, Gunyerd's last stand. Okay, numbers are dropping. Where did that other big army go? The Aead one. Or maybe they just... This is probably it, actually, right here. Got reduced a little bit, but still pretty high. Okay, what are you guys doing? Oh, no way. Okay, Aead took out Ragnathuder. Okay, so down to 8 kingdoms at this point. Aead is doing way better than I thought they would. They haven't surpassed Sirius League in population yet, but they're getting there. They're very, very close. We're coming up on year 900. Gunyard actually managed to repel all of AEAD's forces, and they were like kind of going on the offense for a little bit too. They managed to retake one of their cities, and I guess we got some reinforcements coming in, but they still have their like big army. Down here as well, Sirius League has managed to retake a lot of their cities from AEAD. Like almost all of their cities on this continent down here, except for this single one down here. Yeah, honestly, like Sirius League kind of made a bit of a comeback. I'm really surprised by that. AEAD is trying once again to take Gunyarn, but they just can't do it. This army is just too chonky. It's an absolute slaughter. 25 years later, and AEAD has really been pushed back. Sirius League is up to like 2,400. AEAD's down to like 1,000. Oh no, wait, this is Doxeg. They made it all the way up here. Okay, that's actually like really sick. Yeah, AEAD continues to get pushed back. Yeah, it's interesting. I guess like this entire continent for the most part is controlled by orcs and dwarves. Besides like the elves over here and obviously the monkeys. And then I feel like humans barely exist. They really only exist on this continent down here, whatever this kingdom is. Yeah, so we're at like 8,000 population. There are only like 600 humans, 1,700 elves. So that's pretty good. Almost 4,000 dwarves, and then like 1,600 orcs. So interestingly enough, orcs and elves are like about the same, which like doesn't feel right to me, but I guess it's true. It just seems like there's so many more dwarves than elves. Okay, we did get a couple new wars. We got Esau just declared war on, oh, I guess the Big Alliance. Interesting. So I guess that'll help out AEAD a bit, having another enemy. And then Anno just declared war on, oh, did they declare war on the Alliance as well? Okay, that might actually be a problem. Crap. Dang, on literally the eve of victory, everyone goes to war with Sirius League. And that means that AEAD probably will survive. I'm also thinking I want to change the color of Anno again. I feel like they're just, now they're too similar to like some of these, to like Sirius Alliance and AEAD. So let's make them like this color. The monkeys are actually trying to launch an invasion. There's a couple monkeys on this ship. Come on, guys. It would literally be like 20 against 500, but I'm happy to see they're actually doing something. Yeah, they're running away. Wait, they're coming back? Let's go. Oh no, they got a fire staff. I don't know, man. They keep trying. I think they want to drop guys off. They just like literally can't. Oh, Doc Zeg just got killed? Oh, by Esau, because they went to war with them. Yeah, I definitely was not expecting all of this to happen. Dang, and even Gunyarn is like starting to fall. There's one city down. I think just one left. Everything is falling apart. They seem to actually have like decent army, or decent weapons. I mean, a lot of it's stone, but I am seeing a lot of like adamantine and like silver and different stuff. Oh, they do actually have one other colony. I never realized that they landed over here on fake Australia. All right, well, I mean, they'll probably die, but at least they get to live a little bit longer. What is going on over here? I have no idea. Okay, I want to try something, not to keep going back to this piranha thing, but I am genuinely curious. Let's find a boat that's not an elven boat, and let's see if the piranhas attack it, because I swear they didn't used to do that. Okay, like most of these boats are elven boats. Here is something else, is a dwarf. Let's find a spot with like a big concentration of piranhas. They do blow up the boats. Interesting. Well, that makes me think that we really should have had peaceful monsters on this whole time. The weird thing is that I don't know if the boats can actually fight back against the piranhas. I don't think I've seen them actually like shoot them, but maybe they do. Because if not, I mean, the piranhas are actually a pretty big threat to like all of the navies of this world. Chukchi got knocked off their big continent. They still have this little colony up here. They also have this one down here. I guess Badum is still doing like okay. No, they're not anymore. Okay, Esau did make it to the monkeys like capital. So this is it right here. This poor monkey is just crying. Dang. Okay, yeah, I think they did get captured. A few monkeys survived, so that's good. But yeah, Chukchi is officially out. Okay, well now it's kind of like all eyes on Badum. Okay, the invasion has begun. This is Anno, I believe. Badum doesn't have too bad of an army. Maybe they can hold him off, at least this first wave. Let's go, boys. Make me proud. Oh, and they got a fire staff guy, too. Burn down everything if you have to. Dang, all right. Looks like they got him. Okay, yeah, and they took their other city over. It's just this Badum's last stand, and they just got hit by an earthquake. GG. Okay, they just got destroyed, so Badum is officially out. And I think that means we just have 3 empires left. We're at year 967, so it's almost the end. Yeah, Anno just took over like literally the entire world. Okay, and year 1000. So we're ending this game with almost 10,000 population. We had over the course of the 1,000 years, 180,000 deaths. That's kind of crazy. I don't even know if, well, we probably have gotten those numbers before, but even still, that's a lot. Then we had 179 kingdoms like get killed. So I mean, we started with what, like 115 like real kingdoms, and then I think there were a lot of like small kingdoms that were just like 1 or 2 people. But crazy, like this is how everything ended up. Well, anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. This map, by the way, it's a very, very cool map, but this is called Terralore Extended. I'll leave a link in the description if you'd like to download it, but really enjoyed like using this map, and yeah, definitely go check it out.